Hello from Topeka. I'm Marley Carpenter, your KSCPA lobbyist. Committees have 2 weeks more to complete their work. March 22nd is our last day to meet and pass any bills to move forward this session. After that, legislators will be on the floor and working on in-conference committees before first adjournment scheduled for April 5th. Veto session is scheduled to begin on April 29th and end May 2nd. Overall, the 2024 legislative session has been relatively quiet and non-controversial. Major tax cuts and budget spending are still on the table, but those are typically the last pieces of legislation to pass this year. Yesterday, the chairman of the Senate Tax Committee introduced a bill at the rail that could be the start of the Republicans' second attempt at a tax cut package for this session. Senate Bill 539 has many of the same provisions that were first proposed by Governor Laura Kelly and leadership, including increasing the standard income tax deduction, cutting taxes on Social Security income, increasing the residential property tax exemption from the statewide school levy, and fully eliminating the state sales tax on food. The bill does reduce the number of individual income tax brackets, but does not include a single rate. Governor Kelly has announced that she will call lawmakers back to Topeka for a special session if they don't pass a tax cut bill this year. The bill is set for hearing on Wednesday in the Senate Assessment and Taxation Committee. The House Tax Committee did introduce a new constitutional amendment bill to help flatten out the increase in property valuations for residential properties. HCR 5025 would allow for an averaging of the prior 10 years of property tax values. These values would continue to be based on fair market value. Senate Concurrent Resolution 1611 did pass last year, and that would cap valuation increases at 4%. We expect a hearing on both of these measures before first adjournment. Last week, the Senate Commerce Committee held a hearing on House Bill 2527, which is the agreed to unemployment insurance reform bill. The bill does make several reforms to the state unemployment insurance program that has a $1.5 billion balance in the trust fund. Reforms include modernization provisions, rate cuts for employees, wage-based increases, and debt forgiveness for employees. The bill also allows school bus drivers to receive unemployment in their off session. Conferees shared on Thursday that there is still some work needed on provisions based on feedback from the U.S. Department of Labor regarding conformity issues. The bill did pass last week the full House on a unanimous vote. The single-factor apportionment bills were heard in the House Taxation Committee this week. The KDOR bill has a positive fiscal note, while the Kansas Chambers bill has a negative fiscal note. We expect action on these bills this week. The SALT parity bill still has not been advanced in the Senate. If it is not passed by the Senate, it can be added to a conference committee report. House Bill 2795 will be heard in the House committee, and we would require notices for communities that exceed the revenue neutral rate to be sent on certain forms provided by the Director of Accountants. We will keep you updated on all of these measures. If you have any questions, please contact myself or Danielle at the KSCPA office. Thanks so much and have a great week.